I think he'll get drafted. If I were a team, I'd look at him as a second rounder. He'll be on a roster, and he'll be a guy that sees a few minutes, but he's not going to be a regular player in the NBA, in my view.
Listen, I don't want to, mess the kid's hopes up, right? Because, he's playing hell of a basketball, but, I'm pretty sure whoever drives him in the lottery is probably going to get fired within a few years after that draft pick. How he plays the game is not how the game is being played today. So that same player you can find in the second round, so I'm pretty sure he will slip because...
It's kind of been the story of my life. People have doubted me, people look past me, and can't do that anymore.
Zach Edey, the 7'4", 300-pound Canadian big man, is a force to be reckoned with on the low block. He propelled Purdue back into national relevance, and teams at the collegiate level seemingly had no answer to his game. Even in a loss in the national championship versus UConn, he scored a monstrous 37 points along with 10 rebounds. However, many fans and analysts alike are doubtful that his game will translate to the next level in the NBA. In basketball, long gone are the days where your main source of offense is chucking it to the big man down low and letting him go to work. Now, modern big men are spacing the floor. They're running designated handoffs like they're a quarterback, and they are much better passers now than ever before. Think of Sabonis, or Jokic, or even Embiid, and Wembanyama. These are centers doing stuff every night that we have very rarely seen centers do prior. One of the key elements to being an elite big man in today's NBA is passing ability out of the post and passing out of double teams. The ability to make quick decisions to hit open shooters before the double team overwhelms you. Edey struggled with this at times versus UConn, who were able to force him to turn the ball over with timely double teams. Can Edey, who only averaged 2 assists his senior year, become a serviceable passer out of the post? Also, even though Edey shoots a serviceable 71% from the free throw line, he has virtually no offensive skills outside of the paint, scoring only 1 career three-pointer in his time at Purdue. Centers are shooting threes now more than ever, and teams that play small may be able to run Edey off the floor due to his inability to shoot outside of the key. If he wants to have a long NBA career, then he may be forced to develop a jump shot. Now, let's talk defense, specifically pick and roll defense. Guys like Clint Capella and Rudy Gobert have had solid careers without spacing the floor, but they're also smaller and more mobile than Edey, and have the ability to switch onto guards when needed. Can Edey become a Gobert-level defender at guarding pick and rolls? Maybe, maybe not, but that's a key skill he would have to add to his game, or otherwise he will not be long for the league. Being 7'4", 300 pounds like Edey is comes with a lot of benefits, but the ability to guard on the perimeter is something Edey may never develop. However, if drafted to a team that is willing to build a defense around his strengths, then Edey could become a great drop coverage defender. Drop coverage has become increasingly more common in today's NBA as a useful tactic to deploy against the pick and roll, with the big man sinking to the paint upon the pick being set, impeding the roller's progress while the guard fights over the screen, with slow-footed big men like Brook Lopez still excelling on defense due to this scheme that plays to his strengths. It also helps having Giannis as his front court partner though, if I'm being honest. But with Edey's immense frame, he could develop into an elite NBA rim protector. For Edey to succeed, he must adapt to the rigors of today's NBA, or otherwise be left in the dust. The ability to space the floor or guard the perimeter in spurts are things he can develop as time goes on. Not every prospect is going to have an immediate impact. Some guys take time to develop, and that's okay. Even if Edey isn't a phenom his first year in the league, he may develop into a solid rotational NBA piece. Or he could end up being Mason Plumlee. If you like the content, feel free to subscribe. We got a lot more in store on this channel.